Jones from DeKalb County, and we're checking out high-capacity transit in San Diego.
We're looking at their transit system, both light rail and BRT. We are right now on a BRT line that will eventually turn into the freeway and run down the express lanes and then come off their freeway into another area of this community.
And so right now we're checking out BRT, and I think it's really cool. I like that there's dedicated lanes for it, where just BRT is on one side, which helps the flow of traffic.
This is a park and ride station that we're sitting at, and these are the creative spaces that we need to talk about for our community in DeKalb County.
And right now we are in the middle of a new and emerging economic center here. Also transit-oriented development that has developed around the transit itself.
Originally, South Bay Rapid was thought that it would be a light rail system. But then as we got closer to project development, we looked at the densities and the land uses that were out there now. We determined that the demand wasn't there and that the guideway could be better purposed for a different type of service that would operate very much like light rail, but wouldn't require the level of investment that light rail does.
What was really interesting is the fact that while this vehicle was stopped, another transit vehicle came up behind it on the Rapid program and was able to serve the stop and simply go around the stopped vehicle. Imagine trying to do that on a rail system. You would have delay after delay after delay while the initial vehicle tries to get moving. It's a really good example of the flexibility of operations that you can do when you design it properly.
So this really seems like a very intentional, planned community around what is bus rapid transit. It really creates a more dynamic situation and hopefully generate that more walkable, bikeable, connected community that so many of our DeKalb County residents have been asking us for.
And now we're continuing to look at high-capacity transit with the new light rail extension off the Blue Line in San Diego.
As they were building this line out, they were working with all of the hospitals, the universities, the community partners to build that additional housing and economic development and job opportunities along these transit lines. And so it really is interesting to look at how the timing and the planning of how we do our transit work has to align with our land use planning.
It's also important to take a look at these things and have these experiences with our collaborative partners so that we're singing from the same songbook when we start to talk about our plans and our vision for the future.
And I'm really excited because they have multiple modes of transit, and it really gives you a great idea of how they all come together to give a more conglomerate approach, but a diverse approach that also meets the needs of people.
The end goal has to be we've got to get our residents from home to school, to work, to the grocery store, and back quickly, conveniently, and efficiently.
Because at the end of the day, we're trying to connect people to all the things that they take a car for. Maybe I'll take bus rapid transit, light rail, or some high capacity transit as opposed to drive.
By bringing in an expansion transit throughout DeKalb, we have the opportunity to expand our communities, to bring services into our communities. I know that DeKalb and our citizens will be very satisfied with whatever we bring to DeKalb to expand transit.